Leo, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be a reading from the 5th right through to the 11th. If you haven't seen our monthly readings, I would go and have a look. That is a collective reading, which is really amazing. And your own personal reading after that as well, and the monthly readings. It's all on our channel, and it will be linked at the end of this reading. So let's just get into your reading for the week. Let's just see what's going on. There's a lot going on in the here and now at the moment. Seems to be overthinking a little bit, going a little bit too far without having certainties within your thinking. And that's what you've got to be careful of that sometimes. Okay, you've got this snowplow effect. So here's all your karmic stuff, and it's pushing right up into your here and now. So it's things can be coming up to the surface really quickly. You may not be ready for all of it. So you've got to be reactive in a way, or at least have enough flexibility to move in and out of the situations at the moment that are going on around you rather than that it's going necessarily within you as well. And I wouldn't read too much into things within your mind. Okay, let's just see what's going on in the overall energy here. Onwards and upwards, going forward seems to be the way. And the best way to go forward is to radiate what you want to create. So if you've got that energy that's flowing through you, and you've set that energy to a certain frequency which is in key or in line with what you want, you're really going to get there. Look at that, 9 of Cups. Radiating that energy. Okay, radiating your desires. It's your emotions, radiating what you want out of life. I think it's really important, obviously, especially at this time of month. This month. Okay, so let's just see what the karmic message is here. Opening up to people around you. Be prepared to listen as well as express. So it's finding your softer side, Leo. You have it, you know it, I know it, we all know it. You have your softer side, and I think it would be good for you to play on that sort of side a lot easier. You're going to, okay, so you can manifest. So this is what I'm saying about creation. If you put out, a certain vibration, you're going to attract people that have not necessarily the same vibration, because that's not how it works. Energy doesn't tend to really attract people who have the same vibration. What it attracts is complementary vibration. So you may feel like, yeah, you like music, I like music, you like a type of music, I also like that type of music, but I also like this music, and you also like that music. That may not be the same. So there's similarities in there. But it really is attracting people who are complementary to your energies, that will help you to explore life, but also helps them to explore life. It's a win-win situation here. And that's what I think you've got to start meditating and manifesting in your life. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence that karmic message. And I would get back to the simple things, get back to nature. That's what it's sort of saying. Reconnect you to the environment that is around you. And this could be living in town. I grew up in London. So I wasn't in the countryside, but I could connect to nature in London. There's no problem. And even if there wasn't any trees around me, humans and nature as well. It's adjusting or adapting to connecting to that part of life that you like. So that's what it's trying to help you do there. Yeah, Emperor, this is you. You're trying asking you to be you, basically. Getting back to basics. You being you. You are that Emperor, Leo. That's what the universe is trying to sort of help you to manifest. Okay? Let's just see how the guides are helping with this ingredients. Like, these guides here are trying to stick together the overall plan of manifesting the real you from within yourself, and how that gets tied into the world around you. So they're creating coincidences, so it gives you that opportunity to manifest yourself to yourself, but also to everything that is around you. So they're doing a lot of sticking things together. There's judgment. They're leading you to judgment. They're that call of that trumpet. They are signaling that trumpet. So as you manifest forward, you can really, you can meet your higher self. In this month especially, because September is going to be a real realization month, and that's what it seems like here. It's in line with that monthly reading. Let's go into how your guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. Sometimes we can, like, if you want to do something real bad, you're going to do it, and you're going to be like tunnel vision. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but what I'm saying here is this is not the time to be doing that. This is the time to be open to how to position yourself with other people that are around you, within your family, your friends, your community and stuff like that, and within your couple, to position yourself so it helps them to move on. But because they are moving on, you will also move on. And I don't mean moving on as saying separating. It's a bit like swinging off one or the other in order to get forward. And this is something you should put into practice. And this is where your guides are kind of going, and now listen, they want this, they want that. Can you provide that for them? That's what the thinking is. And don't necessarily say, oh, I'm going to do it just for them. That doesn't work either. It's got to work for you as well. If it doesn't, manifesting. Okay, this is a quick, I do a lot of healing. I've had my own healing schools and stuff like that. So I do a lot of teaching. So look, here you have the infinity sign, but it's in the sign of an 8. If I put it up this way, his arms do the other side of the infinity. Okay? And it's that creation between the inner being or the inner's energies connecting with the outer energies, the vibration of the outside world. Yeah, there has to be this swinging off one or the other. That's how it goes, and you've got to be able to swing both ways. So you've got to allow them to progress, but they've also got to allow you to progress, and you have to progress either way. You can't just keep pushing that person in front. It doesn't work. Okay, so this is just making sure that there's a good harmony and balance between those two. This may be the running problem. Maybe you're doing a little bit too much for other people and not doing enough for yourself. And this could be this realization will put you into, and now relax. I don't have to get involved in all of that. I could just be part of the team. Just be any old player in the team. I think that's going to really help you, give you a little bit of space, but it's also going to help you be that person you're supposed to be, because you will then find it easier to express yourself, to influence the family, friends and community in a good way, like they influence you. It's give and take. It's both sides, always a yin and yang. Always a yin and yang. So maybe you don't have to be the front runner all the time here. And that is one of the biggest gifts you can do. The reason you may not be one of the front runners, because you're manifesting lots of things. You're planting lots of seeds. Okay? This will give you that space, which is that Four of Swords all about, of you to feel at home with everybody around you and at ease. And when you have that, that is a very good healing moment for you. So, let's go on to your money side. Not the best of money management, Leos, but you're very good at making money, but not necessarily the best of money management. You might well be in money management. You're probably sitting there saying, what's he on about? You know, but generally, because this is a general reading, Okay, I do individual readings. You can find a link in the description below, and also your book, by the way. You know, the Astroflower Leo, or the Leo Astroflower. Anyway, what's the karmic message on your financial sort of side here? This is pushing you on as well, and it's almost taking this side, but being a little bit more sort of, a little bit more forceful in a way. So it's helping you to manifest a new, or develop your career path, or develop your business or your project, whatever it is that interests you at the moment. It's pushing you on. This is the Ten of Swords, so it's sort of like carrying a lot, supposedly, Ten of Swords. And you may have well been carrying a lot. And the reason you're carrying a lot is these are assets that you've accumulated over time. You've now come to the end of that journey, and you've now got to use those assets to move on. And when you use them, you will unload your back. And you've got all those goods available to you actually to push on. And I think this is the case here, is now is the time to strike with all of your understanding of what you've been doing in that job, on your career path, what you've been doing in your business or your project. And the accumulation that you've done is now a time to sort of like pushing it in a real direction that is good for you. Let's see how the universe is influencing you on this karmic message. Definition of what you want to put in. It could be a case that you've been working hard and you've been taking on the jobs of other people you shouldn't be doing because you're covering their backsides, because the business needs to work. So you end up doing a lot more than you should be doing. That could be a lot of you as well, because what the universe is saying to me here is a case of, you know, there's limits to what you can do. Healthy boundaries, basically. There's a limits of what you can do. Your knowledge, I'm still going with that knowledge factor, because the King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles here, his power, as much as like the Emperor, because the Emperor's already gained that power, so that's why he's got like cities under his control, as it were. But his strength, as it were, is in the books that are behind him. But he distributes that through the family of the wolves. And that's how he is. He's positioned himself. And I think this is the accumulation of what you've got, the understanding you should be now using in order to go forward. And I think that's where you've got to have your healthy boundaries. You've got to do it for you this time. And as you do it, it will free up. So let's just say you got promoted. All of a sudden, your job is free for someone else to take. So you're helping someone else out. That's how you should look at it. And there's also other people that you kind of say, look, I'm gone into this new division. It'd be nice if this person here would come with me, because we'd make a good team. You're going to help other people out. See how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. They're giving you the intuition of how you interact your business job and all of that with the outside world, basically. The message. Again, the message is in. That's the intuition, isn't it? They're really, your guides here are really feeding you good intuition. I would trust your feeling about the situation that is around you. If it's confirmed within your body, like the gut feeling, which is this section here, I'd go for it. I'd really push forward if I was you. But you may be carrying a little bit too much emotional stuff, like on this side as here. Free yourself out. It's going to provide a healing moment for you. And see how the guides are trying to influence this conversation that's in you. How you feel it in your body and the subconscious in a way. They're giving you a clear definition between your heart and your solar plexus. So between your determination and your passion. Okay? There's a intuition. Look at that. It's all playing right down that line, man. Sorry, I broke into my London phrase then. You know, trust your intuition here. Leo, this is an amazing reading. But then again, September is going to change people's lives like no tomorrow. And this manifesting messages and everything like that, and the judgment card is looking really good for you. Looking really nice. If you're shaping up like that, obviously there's loads of negative sides to this. So everything I've said today, you can flip it over the other way. And if you're not allowing space for other people within your relationships, you're going to create a situation where you're going to wake up to a situation and it's you that's manifested it, where you're going to need some healing because it's going to hurt you. It's not complicated life in theory. There's really not a lot of choices. In fact, there's no choices. There's an evident path to follow it. And I would suggest you to follow it. But feeling it and using your intuition on your business side is a really good idea. And just allowing space for that co-working with the relationships will be really good. Okay? So let's just see what the overall outcome is and how it flows into the next week. Excitement is like it's like the sunshine. It's like the Queen of Wands. It's all that sort of an excitement about the here and now. It's yes. Excitement. That's all it said. It said it's really exciting. And I think it's exciting because of the interaction of what's going on around us in the outside world. Oh, okay. So you're going to get this. This has come up in everybody's reading. For 2 weeks here. 2 weeks, not 2 weeks. Yeah, not 3. Sorry. Yeah, everybody's had this card. So, but it's always come out against what I'm saying. And I think it's sort of reiterating it in a way of sort of saying, you may have felt stuck in the past and say goodbye. If you do it like this, it's going to give you the ultimate freedom, basically. Nice reading, Leo. Really enjoyed that. Yeah. So if you've got loads of links in the description below. I've lost all my threads. Loads of links in the description below. There's your book. There's also your flower. There's also links to our Instagram page. There's also a link to our sister channel, which is called Somatic TV, which is all about energy, which is going to come into play really next week more than any time, because the studio is going to be up and running. Yeah, there's all down there in the link below. Lovely to have your support on this channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.